Welcome to our ThruText How to Export Your Data tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you the process for exporting your organization's data in ThruText. There are three options for how to export data in ThruText. 1. You can export data one campaign at a time. 2. You can export data from all campaigns within your account. And 3. You can export individual groups. Let's start with discussing the campaign exports process. To do that, we will need to start on our campaigns page in the ThruText admin panel and select a campaign that we want to export data from. For this example, we will select our Bartlett Test 2021 Rally Interest campaign to test with. Note, while we are using an active campaign for this example, you can also do exports on both paused and archived campaigns as well. This ensures that you do not need to keep your campaigns active to retrieve your data. Once your campaign is done, you can feel free to archive it and still retrieve your data at any time. If you scroll down, you will see the Export button. We'll click on that, and from there, we can see the three types of exports we can run. If we select the Select Export Type dropdown, we can run surveys, messages, and conversations exports. The surveys export will create a CSV of the survey questions on your campaign and the responses that were collected by your users on their assigned contacts. The messages export will create a CSV of every outgoing and incoming message sent, and it will also include information on the user who sent the message and the timestamp. The conversations export will create a CSV of every conversation in the campaign with outgoing and incoming message details, as well as the assignee for each conversation. One tip that we'd like to share is that you can include up to 3 custom fields in your campaign or account-wide exports. To have a custom field included, you just have to go to the Custom Fields tab, click Edit on the custom field, and check the Include in Exports checkbox. Then click Update to save the new setting. We should also note that when you add a VAN integration to your account, we will create custom fields for My Voters and My Campaign IDs with an Include in Exports checkmark. We are going to do a Messages and a Surveys export so you can see the data included in the file. When the CSV is generated, you will see the status go from processing to finished. Once it is finished, a download link will appear that will take you to the CSV. A messages CSV includes a lot of data. This includes when the message was sent, whether it was an incoming or outgoing message, what the message said, the sender's first and last name, the phone number that was used to text the contact, and any custom fields. In this campaign, we have a custom field of city. Note, the timestamp included in the messages export will be in UTC time and not your local time zone. Make sure to mentally adjust this time to your own time zone when analyzing the data. In our survey CSV, we can see our export includes the contact we are texting, with their answers on each survey response, and when that survey was marked. Now let's move on to our account-wide exports. Click on the Account Tools tab from the left-hand sidebar and click on Exports. Here we have the same options that are in the campaign exports, messages and surveys, but these are for all campaigns within the account instead of a specific campaign. These account-wide exports will include the campaign name and ID. We also have the option for exports of campaigns, opt-outs, users, and tag reports. The campaigns export will create a CSV with an overview of every campaign across your account. You must select the date range that you want to retrieve the exports for. The included campaigns in the export will be based on if they fall within that date range. Admins can export 1 week of campaign data at a time. The opt-out export will create a CSV of every opt-out across your organization's account. It includes conversation ID for traceability to your message and survey exports, opt-out notes, contact names, and phone numbers, and custom fields are also included. The user's export will create a CSV of every user across your organization. The resulting file will include all users added to your account with their first name, last name, email, phone number, role in the account, such as message sender, moderator, or admin, when they were added to the account, and when their role was last changed. The tag report export will produce a CSV of all campaigns that have tags added. The resulting file will include all of the campaigns within a selected month, the number of outgoing messages per campaign, and the tags your organization applied to those campaigns. When running the messages, surveys, and campaigns export, your start and end date will have a limit of up to 1 week at a time. Opt-outs and users do not have a specific start or end date, but they can be set if needed. Now, let's take a look at our third type of export, group exports. Click the Groups tab from the left sidebar to go to the Groups page. From here, the group I want to export is New Group October 2121. Once I click Export, it will start downloading the CSV of my group. In the CSV file, we can see that we have our 3 required fields: first name, last name, and phone number, based on how we mapped them when we uploaded this CSV. You can also see whether the phone number is a valid or invalid phone number for texting, and the explanation for why it is or is not valid. Lastly, you can see your mapped custom fields are included in the export. ThruText offers the option to set up a nightly account export of your organization's messages, surveys, and opt-outs. This type of export requires having an Amazon S3 bucket for the exports to be sent to. Please review our Help Desk article, Nightly S3 Export Delivery, at our Help Center, or contact our support team at support@getthru.io for more information. And that is how you export data in ThruText. Happy texting!